everybody, Yankee here. I want to do a quick update on a video I did recently where I said, I think I said that a circuit court of appeals overturned the open carry ban in Florida. And I think it was actually just a state court of appeals, and I think there's a difference. But I wanted to come on here and update people about that, because in that video, I talked about how people short sale open carry. They don't really recognize how important it can be in desensitizing people and showing people that good guys carry guns. It's not just criminals. So I think it can be very important, and I think a lot of people don't recognize that, and how I thought this was a big victory. Now, in that video, a lot of people said, it'll be appealed, they'll drag it through the courts for years. But you know what? That doesn't seem to be the case. In fact, the governor, the attorney general, the sheriff's association have all come out and said that open carry is now pretty much the law of the land in the state of Florida. That's pretty committal. And in fact, actually, people like the governor have been fighting for that for a long time. They wanted an open carry law. They just couldn't get it done through the Congress. So I think they welcomed this lawsuit, and I don't think they're going to appeal it based on what they're saying now. I think people like Governor DeSantis and the Attorney General, who wanted to change the laws, make them better, got frustrated trying to do it through Congress and said, yeah, sue us. That'd be great, because when we lose, the law goes away, whether Congress likes it or not. And that's kind of what happened. And now the people in the seats of power have said that's the law of the land. So don't see any appeals coming. Now, the bad thing about that, it was only a state court that said that, so it's not like an entire circuit district or anything that's getting open carry now. Although I'm not sure about the other states around Florida, whether they have open carry or not. But I think every state should have open carry without a permit. I don't believe in permits for concealed carry either. I think everybody knows that about me. I'm an absolutist when it comes to the Second Amendment. But at the very least, you should be able to open carry. People who open carry aren't hiding anything. I think that's the most valiant and upfront way to carry. You're like, look, I got a gun. I'm not going to use it on you unless you try to do something to me. You're definitely not the aggressor if you're open carrying. I just think that that's the way most people should see it. And I think if more people open carried, more people would see it that way. I know here locally, if I go somewhere and they're open carrying, I feel comforted by that, because I'm like, I'm not the only gun owner in here. Not the only person in here that can fight back. And I hope they feel the same way when they see me. I know I spoke to one of the employees at one of the places I go to here locally. Like, I go to our local hardware store down in Washougal, and there's always like 2 people in there open carrying besides me if it's a busy day. So like I said, I find that comforting, and employees of these businesses I've spoke to say the same thing. They're like, we're not going to get robbed while you guys are in here. And a lot of you are regulars. We know who you are. You come in armed. We know that. And we're not afraid of you because we know you're decent people. And like I said, we feel safer while you're here. So I think it's a positive thing. So I wish it was coming to more states. Believe it or not, we have it here in Washington. Even as bad as things have been lately, we still have open carry without a permit. Because like I said, that's an honest, straightforward way to carry. Now, the people in power would love to get rid of that, and they've tried. They haven't been successful so far. But like I said, open carry is more important than a lot of people say it is. They underestimate the importance of open carry. And now it is the law of the land in Florida, according to the governor, the AG, etc. And I don't think there's going to be any appeals. Now, that does mean it's not coming to other states automatically, but getting it in Florida is a big step, and it's a positive step. And I think all of us should be happy that it's happened.